5-4. Mm-hmm. Welcome to Hammer Dahn! Number one sports betting show come out of the Pat McAfee Incorporated offices. I'm Toe Diggs.
Had a baby toe.
That right there, that man, that legend. That's Bubba Gumpino. He's a Canadian sensation. He's a bearded wonder. Why?
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Sitting in the back room, sporting the lefty hat.
No.
Nope, he wouldn't do it. He won't do it.
Should I go grab it?
He gave up on
Too
lefty. Bruce Brown.
What's going on, dude?
What's going on, dude? And hailing from multiple places in the United States, Otter McMahon.
Hey, thank you, Tony.
Baby Otts.
Sick shirt, man.
Huh?
Sick shirt, man.
What's he got?
Fucking tie-dye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
dude,
found it in
fucking
the
hype.
office.
That's hype.
It matched my shoes.
That's hype. Today is Picks Friday. You've heard us talk about the games all week long. We will just give out the picks today because that's what the people want, and that's what the people will get. Till last night, real quick, we got fucking dog walked. It was not the Rams.
I forgot. I don't know.
What were you gonna say? I forgot how much you hate the Rams, or
Yes.
I forgot how bad the Rams' interior offensive line was, and like
okay, nice.
I'm upset. The Rams' offense, like I remember them.
Fucking dynamite drop in, Lonnie.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I was thinking like, okay, Sean McVay and like or Shanahan have been running these awesome run schemes. Jesus. Have been running these awesome run schemes, blah, blah, that's what they're known for. And then last year, I totally forgot that they shit the bed on running the ball. And then I
Also,
was thinking it
another
was
big
just gonna come around.
takeaway from that game.
Sure.
Question marks about Dayball now.
No,
Why?
don't do that. Don't do that.
How could you possibly say that there's like a...
Don't
Oh,
do
man.
He was holding that offense back.
Don't do that. No, that offense was the exact same as last year.
Oh, man, I'd be so bummed if the Giants looked like maybe 10% of that offense in 3, 4, 5 years. I was too low on the Bills and definitely too high on the Rams.
Shouldn't have made my pick based strictly off of fucking Trey White.
I mean, that's the worst Super Bowl champion week 1 loss since 2013.
That is the Rams that we saw at times last year.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah,
Like
and
they
then-
went into San Fran and got walked.
Sure.
I think the surprise was it was at home, and it was tied, and there was never a thought they were going to win that game.
I didn't look at it live at halftime. I should have.
No.
I should have been like.
On the Bills?
Yeah, like because I had money on the Rams. I should have gotten off of it at halftime when it was 10-10 because I assumed the number wasn't too bad because it was tied. But there was
It
nothing.
literally looked like men against boys, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're way ahead.
Like, that is fucking terrifying. And I think for me, it was just, I thought maybe, like, I don't know. I just didn't think the Bills could keep it up. And I know everybody hyped it up and said they could. I just didn't think they would fucking go like that, and I was very wrong.
Allen Robinson was an absolute no-show.
Gabe Davis, Tud, and the
Gabe Davis, yeah.
and the Cooper Cup longest reception both did soften the blow.
Fucking Singletary went over by 3 yards.
Josh Allen anytime touchdown was the only bet that I
There
hit
you
last
go.
night, which
Oh,
was
yeah, that
sweet,
did hit.
man.
Hey, you know what?
I fired off 25 of them.
It's good to start out like that. It's good. It's good to do that.
Hey, that means, we're either hot or we're due, and you know what?
Hell yeah,
I
man.
am due as fuck. Let's go. I'm pumped.
Yeah,
Picks Friday,
yeah.
baby.
Picks Friday.
I'd
Fired up.
also still contend that to me at least it was the correct pick. And it
Yes,
just did not
if we
win.
ran it back and you said I was getting the Super Bowl champion plus 2.5 at home week 1, I would
Yeah, it's
very
10
much
times out of
consider
10.
running it back.
So
They played-
I'm not worried about my process. You know.
No. They played about as bad as they possibly could last night.
I also immediately bet the San Francisco 49ers to win the NFC
sure you
West
did.
after watching that.
You should maybe fucking waited to see what they look like this Sunday, but
No, couldn't do it.
all right.
You got a good number.
Let's go through the games. Picks Friday. Steelers, Bengals, 1 o'clock Sunday in Cincinnati. 6.5 is the number. Does anyone have any plays on this game?
Yep, Tony.
Okay.
I am taking the Steelers plus the 6.5. I love Mike Tomlin, and I think that the Bengals are going to have a little bit of a, I guess, Super Bowl loss hangover this year. And dude, it's Pittsburgh. I like betting on Pittsburgh. I like Tomlin.
Thank you, Mitt. Anybody else in this game?
No, I'm not going to go against the kind of crazy Mike Tomlin divisional dog trends, but I'm waiting seeing with old Mitch Trubisky back there.
Pal, anything here?
No, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm staying away. I don't bet the Steelers games. Excited to see what Mitch looks like. Bengals played against Steelers. They handled the Steelers both games
That
last
is,
year.
if it was in any other spot and the Steelers were getting this and it wasn't division, I think I would take it. But just watching what the Bengals did to them last year, the eye test, it's hard to envision the cover in 6.5. That's my only thought.
Eagles are in Detroit. The line moved to 4.5. That was definitely later today because I got them at 3.5 this morning. I will be taking the Eagles. They were 3.5 all week, so I'm fucking taking the 3.5. Deal with it. You could buy it to 2.5, but it's minus 170, so I didn't do that. I just think that the Eagles are going to be able to run the ball, and when they can run the ball and when they can play from in front, they're a very good team. The D-line is loaded with Fletcher, Cox, Hargrave, Jordan Davis, and then the guys on the outside. Sorry, excuse me. And then will the Lions be able to move? The Lions, if they can run the ball this year, I think are going to be fine. I don't know if they're going to be able to against this defense. I'm on the Eagles this weekend.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tone. It's crazy to me that this line is what it is with all the hype around
I think it's part of the what's called Hard Knocks. Like if they weren't on Hard Knocks, it might be closer to 6, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hard Knocks team.
Yes. You two. Anybody on the back on this one?
Yes, I'm on the Eagles in a lot of different ways here. I've been taking them a bunch of times this week in parlays, and I'm on them straight up minus 3.5. I mean, I guess they're at 4.5 now. I would still lay it. I like it at 4.5. I took it at 3.5 all the time this week. I love it. This is one of my favorite plays.
By the way, as far as public, it's not too bad. It's 56% of the tickets are on the Eagles. A little bit more money's on the Lions and the Bengals Steelers. 57% on the Bengals. Brucey, anything you doing in that game at all?
I certainly lean with you all, but I think I'm gonna hold off here.
No
too.
problem with that.
Holding strong.
Colts are at the Texans. The line is 7.5. We just got news that Shaq Leonard is out. There is the division dogs at home trend, especially over 6 points. That is, it basically says take the division home dog. I'm not going to do it here. I don't have the gut sack here to take the Texans.
If there is a side, it feels like the Texans are the one.
The Texans at home. I'm not going to do it, but I'm also not going to take the Colts here either.
No, I'm out on this one.
60% on the Colts.
I'm going to bite the bullet and kind of quite literally bite the bullet and take the Texans. Here, I just think that they'll keep it close and lose by less than a touchdown or a touchdown exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I was wishy-washy on this game all week, and then 7.5, the Fighting Dougie Mills.
Okay.
I mean, they were my favorite team
yeah.
last year to bet on. They cover a good amount. Davey, he's going to go in there and fight. Let's go.
Okay. Now going directly against what I just said about division home dogs, Saints and Falcons. I will be taking the Saints here in this situation. I just think that their D-line is going to cause so much problems for the Falcons offense, and with Michael Thomas coming back and Olave and Kamara is talking about how good he feels, I think they got enough on offense that they will be fine in this one. 5.5 is a good number. I'll be on the Saints minus the 5.5 here.
Yeah, Saints minus 5.5. They've covered 4 of 5 against the South. Favorites covered 4 of 5 in this matchup. Road teams covered 5 of 6. And the Saints have covered 4 straight in Atlanta.
Okay, boys in the back, anything on this one?
I'm going to take the Falcons here plus the
Okay.
5.5 again, just
Respect.
to keep it close. Mariota. I just don't think that they know that they suck yet, so I'm
Sure.
expecting them to come out swinging.
Okay. Mitt, you on this at all?
You know what, Tony? This like kind of pain. Ah, fuck.
You don't have to be on it. I was just asking if you. You don't have to be on every game.
I don't lean a certain way. I actually do lean to the under of
Okay.
42 and a half.
I don't hate that.
I'm not a big unders guy. I just don't really see a lot of good offense being played in this game. But I mean, I don't know. Jameis might come out and light it up, so I'm gonna stay away.
Okay. The thing that I do not like about this game is so far one of the more public money games is on the Saints. So
The Bills were too.
Yeah, sure. I agree 100%. Thank you for making me feel better about that. Ravens are at the Jets. The line is 6.5. I was on the Ravens all week, and I don't know why I got scared off of it. Maybe because I was already on the Saints, and I didn't want to be on two fucking.
It was probably the move to 7.5.
It was, but it's back down to 6.5 now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that here also 86%. This is the highest public percentage of money on the weekend. 86% is on the Ravens. I don't like Flacco.
And Lamar is historically good week one.
Yeah, he is really good week one.
Yeah.
And like Lamar also, them missing the date to get his contract extended, he is gonna come out fucking slinging the pill, I think.
You would think so. I do, like I've said a million times, I like the Jets' weapons. I just don't know if their O-line and defense.
I just don't think the Jets are that much better. I don't know where that narrative is coming from where people think they're going to be better.
No, they've gotten worse. They lost their quarterback. Like Joe Flacco, like, yeah, he lit it up in the preseason, I guess.
He
maybe,
actually
like,
did it.
Yeah,
he
did.
They said he was good in practice. Is
Yeah,
what
like,
happened.
that was reports coming
So
out of
was
camp
I.
from beat reporters where, like, he started in Denver and it fucking sucked. So, like, they got worse. I am hammering the Baltimore Ravens minus 6.5, and I don't care.
Sounds like
that
a
the public's on it.
5-star play.
Does
from
kind of
Nick.
sound like a 5-star play.
Oh, yeah, Matt
Yeah,
Hughes.
I mean, Ravens have covered 5 or 6 week ones.
Yeah.
They've covered 4 or 5 against the Jets. I think the Ravens better fucking blow them out.
I'll be putting them in a teaser most likely.
Yeah, I'm in my money line parlay.
It is a team ride and my only early 5-star play.
Should I jump in on
Let's
them?
go.
Should I
Saddle
get?
it up,
Did you get a
Tony,
graphic
team
for
ride.
that yet, Bruce?
Should I get in on them? Fuck it, I will. I'm in.
Yeah. Come on.
Team ride.
Team right. I'd like it to be
Makes me
noted.
worried.
Please put it in the notes that I did have some hesitation on this one.
Yeah, now I'm officially worried.
3-star.
Officially a mark for taking that fucking game. Pat's at the Dolphins. I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I'm out.
Back room.
Oh man,
You don't have to be on it.
but I'm going to be on it.
Okay.
I just don't know. Go to somebody else. Let me think for
Well,
a
it's-
second.
All right, I have a very, very confident play here. This is Bill Belichick. I mean, I understand they've struggled in Miami, but Bill said, fuck that. We're getting this team down there for the whole week. They are not going to fuck up this. They're getting 3.5. Let's go. Plus 3.5. It's
a good number.
New England Patriots, an amazing number for Bill being down there all week. I mean, it's Bill Belichick, dude. I don't bet against him. Actually, that's not true, but I
good
hate
number.
betting against him.
All right. Yep. Retooled offense down in Miami.
Oh.
Give me the Dolphins. I will be buying it to minus 2.5
Smart.
most likely, or just waiting and seeing if it shakes
It's not going to
off
be a
that
bad
football
price at
number.
2.5 because 3.5 is minus 105.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to wait and see if it shakes off that number. But for the purposes of right now, buy a point to 2.5 and take the Dolphins.
Yeah,
So,
I think it will go down, Bruce. There'll be a lot of fucking late money in on the Pats. For
buying
sure.
a
Yeah.
point right now. Where is it? Dolphins minus 2.5 is minus 145, so not too bad if you had to do that. Let's keep it going. Next one is Browns and Panthers. Staying away.
Panthers, now that they're plus 1.5, I mean, feed me that. They've covered 4 straight in September. Dogs covered 4 of 5 in this matchup.
Well, who's
What?
the puppy?
The Panthers
They
are.
are
Panthers are
now.
now the puppy.
They are now. One
It's the
fucking
Billy Walters move across the Euro.
What
Go
the
on.
fuck does that mean?
Well, Billy Walters is the best gambler of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right. This is just Brown's stats here. We don't have to. They covered 2 of 8 overall, 2 of 10 as a road favorite. Haven't covered in 5 as a favorite. Maybe that has to do with Baker last year. Maybe it doesn't. But I like the Panthers here, man. I like Baker and McCaffrey. I think they win this game.
Okay. Back room, anybody?
Yeah, I'm sorry for jumping in there, but so they aren't really like a true underdog to me as
well, no, because it's gone back and forth or whatever.
Because the Browns opened as basically a 3-point underdog, right?
No, they opened as a favorite before the Deshaun stuff.
Yeah,
Correct.
but
3-point
then
favorite.
2.5 when the dust settled, and then moved to the -1.5. I'm gonna go with the Browns money line here. I obviously would have much preferred the plus 2.5, buy it to 3.5. But yeah, I'm going with the Browns. Run the ball.
Yeah, I think a pissed off Baker is the best Baker, and I like watching it. I'm thinking Carolina Panthers money line. I took it a couple different times this week, so right here it says.
One other thing, everyone keeps talking about how good the Browns are. Like, that team didn't win last year. This is the exact same team.
Yeah, and like I've seen
with Amari Cooper and fucking Brisket.
Yeah, I've seen Jacoby Brisket have a very good team with a very good fucking running back in Jonathan Taylor and an offensive line that the Colts have, and like some actually good weapons. T.Y. Hilton was really good. They weren't that fucking good.
Are people saying the Browns are really good, or?
Whenever there's like whenever this game comes up and I hear somebody talk about it, they're like, oh, the Browns have a good team on both sides of the ball. It's like they did last year too.
Bro, and their second corner just got hurt.
It's if they run the ball, they can play.
Yeah.
They can play some.
Panthers defense was very good last year, though.
Yeah, at the beginning of the week I had the under. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm not a big week 1 unders guy. Niners Bears 6.5. I'm good.
Give me out.
Yeah, I can't fucking lay it as much as I'd like to.
Bruce.
Yeah, I can't take the Bears as much as I would like to, honestly.
Jags Commanders. The line has settled in at 2.5.
I want to take the fucking Commanders so bad.
You going to?
No, I can't pull the trigger.
I wanted to take the Jags, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna see how this one plays out.
Yeah, now fuck this game. Not a chance.
Bruce is taking the Jaguars.
Yeah, I'm taking the Jaguars. I love it.
Knew it.
I love it.
Raiders
Advantage of quarterback.
Raiders are at the Chargers. The line is 3.5 there. Total's 52.5. One of the higher totals of the weekend. Man, for some reason this one kind of feels like last night to me. But I'll they say keep making the same mistakes. I'll be on the Raiders plus the 3.5 here.
Yeah, Raiders plus 3.5.
God,
covered 5 of 6 week 1.
I don't like
dog in this matchup's covered 19 of 26.
Wow.
Chargers covered 2 of 7 as a favorite. Raiders have covered 5 of 7 in September. I love the Raiders here. I think they can win this thing.
Literally watched it last night. Like, the Raiders are going to have to block fucking Bosa and Mac. They'll do it. All right. They'll do it.
They probably won't.
That stinks. Though I feel like we're all on their. At least I feel like I'm on a lot of the same games as everybody, which always ends up great.
Never
I am also taking the
good.
Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, I don't buy the Chargers hype. I haven't seen it yet. Me and Gumpy have talked about it this week. Like, prove it to me.
You know whose help we're going to need in this one? We're going to need Staley's help at some point in this one.
We'll get it.
Let's hope he gives it to us.
Yep. I love the Raiders as much as you do, Gumpy, but
Can't do it
the
here.
difference in the O-line
Yeah.
is freaking me out after last night. I'm going with the Chargers. I probably won't be on the 3.5, but you can mark me down for that.
I hate that game. I hate it that I'm on it.
I don't know, man. Carr and Adams. I mean, we're doing it again. No Trey White, no J.C. Jackson,
yeah.
but
Here we are. It feels very.
Devontae Adams is so fucking good at football. Darren Waller, like
I know.
Chandler Jones as well. Like Chandler Jones and Crosby is the same as Mack and Bosa. Like, can the Chargers O line hold up?
Yeah,
I think they're pretty good, to be honest.
And it's not like Derek Carr. When has he had a great O line? Never really.
Yeah, I think McDaniel.
So they're not like waiting for Cooper Kupp to finish his fucking route tree.
My thing is, I think McDaniels is going to scheme it up. He knows his deficiencies.
Yeah, and the best thing about Devontae Adams was always him basically being able to just get off any jam, like get open fast as fuck. So I mean, Derek's not gonna be holding the ball that long.
All right, we're good. Giants are at the Titans. 5.5 is the number.
Oh, I fucking love it.
This is, if there was one game you told me that you could write off the board, this is it. I want nothing to do with this thing.
Tickets are kind of split. Money's on the Giants.
That's how we roll.
I really want to take the Giants, but I'm not gonna do it yet.
Give them to me.
Take them.
Yeah, I'll be all over the Giants. I actually think that they are going to get an outright win, and we're going to get way overexcited, and then they're still they're going to win 4
By the
games.
way,
But win in Nashville.
Before Mitt talks, Raiders Chargers split money. Browns Panthers 76% of the money, or 76% is on the Panthers.
Oh no.
Jags 64% are on the Jags. Dolphins 60%. Sorry, I missed these.
It's a public Jaguar party.
Oh yeah,
I
I
love
love
it.
Jaguars.
That is outrageous.
63% on the Niners. Okay, now to this one. It's pretty much split money. Titans and Giants. Go ahead, Mitt.
Yeah, I think the Titans -5.5 is a great play here. I just absolutely love Derrick Henry in that rushing game. So let's fucking go. Titans, get back to your bread and butter. Ryan Tannehill, let's just hand this fucking ball off. Don't throw any picks, and let's win this game by at least a touchdown.
Chiefs are at the Cardinals. I wanted to take the Cardinals. I really did, but I'm going to stay away.
Yeah, I'm out.
The Cardinals are the 5-star of the 4 o'clocks.
Yes.
I'm probably going to roll it up to 7.5 and just absolutely let it rip. Just like something really, really gross, responsibly. So yeah, I love the Cardinals. I mean, the Chiefs got a little bit worse. You have to kind of think so. The Super Bowl odds and all that say so. So yeah, give me the Cardinals to start hot again this year.
That would be the side.
They start hot normally.
Yeah.
Chiefs are vulnerable at the beginning of the year sometimes, but here we are. Sunday 4:25, Packers Vikings 1.5 is the line still. Lazard seems like he is out. I have cooled a little bit on this game. I'm going to stay away.
What?
I have uncomfortable amount of money on Packers money line. Packers covered 5 of 6 in September. That one loss was the egg they laid last year's first game. I don't think that happens again. Covered 9 of 12 against the AFC. Covered 5 of 7 against the North. Give me Packers money line, please.
Yeah, I also have an undisclosed amount of money on the Packers money line here. This is my favorite play of the weekend for sure. I've said it a bunch of times on the show. I mean,
I feel like you've had like 6 favorite plays of the weekend.
Yeah, you got a lot of
Hey, dude, it's week 1, and also I'm me. Like, come on. Every team's my favorite team. Every play's my favorite play.
You're right. That's hype.
It's it's week 1 of the NFL. This is actually my favorite week of the year.
I know it is. It's great. It's a great year. A great day. Great weekend. Bucks are at the Cowboys Sunday night. Sorry, go ahead.
Real quick, I'm not taking it.
Fucking jump in, dude.
I do think that the Packers is the right side. I'm going to wait for halftime. I think that it could be, oh no, Packers are dead at halftime, and then Aaron Rodgers, does his thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've leaned.
He's
Packers.
an entertainer.
I've leaned Packers all week.
He's an entertainer. We might get 3-1 at halftime.
Sunday night, Bucks are at the Cowboys. I just think they're the better football team. I will take the Bucks money line minus the 136.
Yeah, they've covered 4 of 5 against the Cowboys, and the road teams won 6 of 7 in this one. Give me Bucks money line Sunday night. See if Brady can stay up after dark.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Brady night game and the Cowboys. I mean, let's go, dude. Mike Parsons is gonna play 75 positions, get like 4 sacks, and then probably return one for a touchdown.
I feel like Tommy might have had a lot of late nights recently, so maybe he's adjusting his sleep schedule.
Sleeping much,
this is a for sure fade Brady's whole antics. Fucking fade Brady's TMZ antics here, and let's go Cowboys. Cowboys money line.
Yeah, I will be on the Cowboys plus. Hopefully it's 3.5 by then. Is the public on the Buccaneers? God,
Answer that phone.
No.
56% on the Bucks. It's not terrible.
56% on the Bucks. Okay. I mean, it could be a whole different world on Sunday
yeah.
night. But yeah, I like the Cowboys. I'm envisioning sending Micah Parsons A-gap on that rookie center and all their issues with that interior O-line. You know, I know the trends don't really say so, but Jerry World, Sunday Night Football.
Okay. All right. So me this weekend. Does anyone ever feel good about, besides Mitt, does anyone ever feel good about their week 1 bets?
I mean,
Can
we're
you feel?
fucking in it, lad.
Okay.
I feel extremely good about the Ravens -6.5 and the Cardinals +7.5.
Okay. Here we go. I am on New Orleans -5.5 in Atlanta. Taking all road teams too. Like, what the fuck?
Come on, let's go.
New Orleans -5.5. Ravens -6.5. Eagles -3.5. These are all really good numbers too. Raiders +3.5 and Bucks money line.
Moneyline parlay +220. Saints, Ravens, Niners, Colts.
Okay.
Eagles -3.5. Saints -5.5. Ravens -6.5. Panthers +1.5. Raiders +3.5. Packers moneyline. Bucks moneyline.
I am on the Texans +7.5, the Falcons +5.5, the Ravens laying 6.5. That's a 5-star there. The Dolphins, I'm going to buy it to 2.5. The Browns money line, the Jaguars +3.5. I'll buy that if I have to too. The Chargers -3.5. The Giants +5.5. The Cardinals +6.5. I'm going to buy to 7.5 and 5-star that one too. And then the Cowboys +3 Sunday Night Football. Every primetime game's a 5-star. You guys know that.
Hell yeah.
Thibodeau's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thibodeau's out.
All right.
Dobbins is questionable all of a sudden, huh?
Not really all of a sudden. He was like practicing a little, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Feels like we're gonna
kind of limpy.
We owe
practice.
Ian an apology on that one after Dobbins tweeted out that he was wrong.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I might quote tweet that this weekend if he doesn't play. Mitt, your picks.
All right, let's go. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers +6.5. I got the Houston Texans +7.5. The Philadelphia Eagles -3.5. The Baltimore Ravens -6.5. The New England Patriots +3.5. The Carolina Panthers money line. The Las Vegas Raiders +3.5. The Tennessee Titans -5.5. The Green Bay Packers money line, and the Dallas Cowboys money line.
Fucking no arrows left in your quill, pal.
No,
either.
never.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, boys. Good luck this weekend.
Hey, good luck.
Let's do college football. Anyone on any games tonight? I thought about UCF, but I liked Louisville before the season, so I'm not going to overreact just yet. I'll stay away.
I'm taking the bait. Louisville +6.5.
Ooh.
I think it's too many points, man. I think UCF wins, but I think Louisville can cover.
I'm excited to watch that game. I'm excited. Like, I want to see.
I think that was a one-off for Louisville. I think they're a lot better than they showed.
I want to see John Reese Plumlee run that fucking Uncle Gussie fucking offense. So
maybe not too well. Let's just see him do it.
Yeah.
I am expecting more than 7 points from Louisville, but I am laying the 6.5 with UCF. I'm surprised it's never ticked up onto the 7 at all. I'll give that a little tickle. I'm happily taking UCF.
Actually kind of surprised.
Also,
as well.
Connor shout out brought this one up, but their team total, home team total over 34.5. I like that as well.
The winner of this game will definitely probably be in the 40s, right?
Yeah.
You would think.
Yeah, I like the over in this game. What I am for sure taking is I'm taking L's up, Louisville plus the 6.5 here. Let's go. Malik Cunningham, he's got to get it done. He's got to come back. He's got to bounce back. Not used to playing in a dome. Defense has to play a lot better. Let's fucking go. It's UCF, dude. They stink. Come on. They don't stink. They don't stink, but
no, they do not stink.
They're still in like the American Conference, and you're in the ACC. Let's go, Malik Cunningham.
Correct.
Let's go, Louisville Cardinals. L's up.
Hey, well said, Mitt. Well said.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do we have
2 games tonight?
2 games. Are you? That's what I said. Right? Is anyone taking anything tonight? And then everyone stopped talking. So.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm taking Boise State, laying the 16.5.
Bruce, fucking, you need a Boise State.
You saw what
card.
Boise did last week and said, "Hey, let me get in."
He
on
loves the blue turf.
Yeah. Well, because I think I was underestimating Gump's Beavers a little bit.
Okay, I like that. I understand that.
I think it's a good get right spot for them.
Okay.
There we go.
Is anyone else on the late one tonight?
No, I'm out.
All right. Noon games tomorrow. I'll start. Decided I'm going to end up taking UTSA money line versus Army. I think UTSA can play the run decently, so that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, following a loss, they've won 9 of 10, covered 12 of 16 on the road. Army, not great on the road. I like UTSA money line, or at home, sorry.
Yep, meet. Let's go. I'm taking UTSA.
There we go.
I'm close to doing it for the troops, but
Yeah.
those are some good trends, Gumpy.
Yeah. Close.
I just crossed it out.
I'm out.
It out. I retreat.
Gumpy, you got any other nooners?
I'm diving in with fucking Bruce on the Chippewas.
Okay. I like that.
Central Michigan -4.5. They've covered 6 straight, covered 9 of 13 non-conference games, and the Jaguars haven't covered in 6 road games. Give me the Chippewas.
Okay. Bruce,
Hell
you're on
yeah.
Chippewa still?
Yep, big time. Love it there. I did see old SVP was on.
I saw that too. That's good. That's always a good sign.
He was on South Alabama.
Oh, he was.
But you know what he
He
does.
said he literally said he had no idea about either of those teams.
Yeah, that was his explanation. But
Yeah.
I respect that.
I think he basically just looks for less than 10% of the money, and
He
takes
does.
it.
He's very much. That
I respect
way
the hell
better.
out of that.
It's a crazy way to live. But someone's got to do it.
Yeah, he went like 20-0 one time while everyone else lost their shirts and was like, I'm doing this for the rest of my life.
Bruce, what's your
Wait,
next
before we get
noon
off
game?
that game, I'm also going to be on Central Michigan.
My bad.
The Chippewas. I love that quarterback, and I love the Chippewas. Let's go -4.5.
Bruce, you have any? What's your next noon game?
I'm gonna lay it with Ohio State laying 44. That's
I don't hate that.
Yeah, it's sort of just like a close your eyes kind of laid an egg.
I don't hate that at all.
Everybody's down on Ohio State, so I'm gonna take them. And then obviously Alabama is the other noon game. You got nothing there?
I'm on Alabama -20.5, right?
Yeah, I took Alabama -20.5.
That's
Yeah.
a side I'd be on.
I bought a point
But I'm
and then
not.
realized that I'm not even on a football number, so that just shows how my buying points addiction is.
Yeah, you need to stop doing
It
it.
just starts to go crazy.
Go to a course.
It's like, oh, 19.5.
I mean, then 20's
19.5 does sound better than 20.5.
It does.
I'm
It
gonna
does.
give you that.
It does.
That's
Man,
a nice
I mean,
ring
that's the
to
classic,
it.
like
Hey, these-
$5.99, bro.
These kids
Come
miss
on.
kicks. They miss kicks.
Mitt, are you on any other noon games?
Noon, no.
I am Georgia State plus the 7.5.
Somebody has.
and-
That should be a rule. Somebody has to be on the UNC game.
Yeah, I think it's a good rule.
I mean,
Somebody has to be. It's too much fireworks.
they've already lost money for me. Fuck this year. Fuck them. No.
This is the wise guy pick of the
It
pick of
really
the week
is.
in college
It's
football.
I almost had to be on it.
It's so sharp, it's square. But I'm with you, Tommy. Like you got to recognize that every once in a while, though. Like when every handicapper in the world is on the same spot, and the money to bets is like 20% of the tickets, and 90% of the money is on Georgia State.
Yep.
Billy Walters special. Give me Georgia State plus 7.5.
This isn't my favorite one of the week, but I'm buying K-State to 6.5 versus Mizzou. Mizzou, show me you can stop the run. This is all about the run for me.
I like that bet, Tony.
K-State minus 6.5. Any other noons out there?
Noon.
I ain't got anything till 4.
Okay. I got a 2 o'clocker going Western Michigan minus the 6.5 versus Ball State. Just a better program in my eyes. Western is Ball State. Now, they played Tennessee, but they weren't good last year. They did have a good COVID year. Shout out to the fucking chirp Redbirds. But I'm going to lay the 6.5 with Western Michigan at 2:00. Anyone before 3:30?
Oh, you know what, Tony? Now that you just said that, I think I'm gonna have to start hopping on the Fade Chirp Chirp bandwagon. They were really good to me during COVID year. They were horrible to me last year. I think the program's headed in a bad direction. I think they'll probably go really bad ATS this year. I bet against them every single game.
Okay. Anyone else before 3:30?
No, sir.
Okay. My first 3:30 game. I'm taking Memphis minus the 5.5 at Navy. Now, do I love Memphis? No, but I think Navy's
Memphis.
I don't know. Navy just has not been playing good football the last year.
They still have the coach. He was such a great coach.
Kenny and Matamamola.
Yeah.
They do, but they don't have the quarterback.
Size.
They need the quarterback, and they don't have it right now.
Get me a quarterback.
Get him a quarterback. So I'm going to go 5.5 with Memphis.
Colorado plus 17.5 at Air
Look
Force.
at you. I love the fuck out of Air Force. I didn't take it because it was a lot, but I love Air Force this year.
They are a good team. I just think it's too many points. I don't think Colorado started well. They just didn't score last game. They got behind it a bit. I think they can cover 17.5 here.
Hold on. I got a note. Let me find my Air Force notes. Where is it? You're going to enjoy this. Air Force. They have a fullback, Brad Roberts. He ran for 1,300 yards last year. He's an All-American. Check out Brad Roberts when you're watching that game, okay?
Oh.
Machine. Bruce, you got a 3:30 for us?
Yeah, I'll get us started with the 3:30s. I love the Pittsburgh Panthers. I'm going to buy it 7.5, but I love it. With Tennessee coming to town, I think Slovis will just be able to keep pace and lose by a touchdown. I'm not expecting them to beat Tennessee, but I won't be shocked if they fucking did it.
It's back in Acrisure, so
yeah, back at Acrisure.
You're not
back at the shore.
Nobody's got more chips than fucking
Grab a Rudy sub and head to the ball
I like
game.
Tennessee at 4.5, but I'm not laying that.
I agree. Mitt, any 3:30s? No, because you said you didn't have one till 4, right? My next 3:30 is I'm going to take the. This is a fucking hold on and close your eyes. App State, Texas A&M under 55.5.
Oh fuck! That's the way you went.
Yep, I just said it's not going to be pretty.
Sheesh,
okay.
I almost bet the over after watching App State do fucking nothing on defense and then light it up on offense, but I'm staying away. I hate Chase
Trust
Price.
me, that is going to be a fucking hold and pray for me. Any other 3:30s out there floating around?
I'm going to, just because you like the under and I respect you as a handicapper, I'm going to add App State plus the 19.5. Probably.
Normally, if it goes under, the dog does have a decent chance of covering.
Bruce.
I got a 4:00. It's another under. Colorado State and Middle Tennessee, under 56.5. Now Colorado State played Michigan, so that's probably why they didn't score many points this week. But I like the defenses in this game better than the offenses. Colorado State, Middle Tennessee, under 56.5. And I know you got a 4:00, Gumpy, so go ahead.
I like Houston getting 3.5 at Texas Tech.
That is an interesting ball game. I'm gonna watch.
I
think
what
it's
I
gonna
saw
be fun
from
to watch.
Houston last week. I think they can hold up here. I think they hold up at Texas Tech. UTSA is a tough barn to go to as well, and they came out in that one. So I think I like their QB in the second half. Looked really good. And then Iowa money line over Iowa State. I got to do it.
I got under 42 earlier this week, so that's the number I'm going to give out. But it is down to where are we at now?
It's 39.5 is what
I'd still give it out. I'd still give it out. But
yeah, talking about defense, I'm betting on Iowa's defense here, and it really pains me to do the -4, but I am not laying -180 on a money line, so I'm taking Iowa -4.
Bruce, go ahead and tell me why you're taking the Cyclones.
I'm taking Iowa State plus the 3.5. I mean, nobody makes a 7 in football without a touchdown and lives to tell the tale.
That number is fucking brutal.
I just like Iowa State to keep it close there, basically, and maybe lose by a field goal because they aren't losing by a touchdown.
Okay, I got a 6:00. Anyone got a 6:00?
I think I got one more before that.
Okay, go ahead.
I have a 6.
Go ahead, pal.
I'm laying 4.5 with Illinois.
Okay. just trust they can run the ball against one of the worst defenses of all time in Virginia last year.
Right.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for.
They can win this game by more than 4.5.
And play
Come on.
defense. And play defense. That's all
Yeah,
you got to do.
exactly.
I leaned this way, Gumpy, but after I hate betting on teams that lose me money the week before, so
Yeah, I think that's something we got to throw out, though.
Sure,
you
do.
Don't
Fucking-
let
Yeah,
last
you got to
week-
do that.
Clean
Hey,
the slate.
the perspective I like to use is that they owe you money.
They
So
do.
you're actually
Okay.
got to go back to them to collect.
Well, you know, hey, you fucking owe me money.
Because otherwise you never get your money back.
I'll do that. I will do that in the NFL, but I am not doing that with these college kids.
Okay,
Fair play.
I
You
respect
don't know
that.
how the locker room's going to react.
I respect that. 6 o'clock. I got UAB minus 5.5 versus Liberty.
Ooh.
The UAB program's been on the rise. Liberty lost, obviously, Chuck Brewer last week. Not that he was the best college quarterback of all time, but it is a loss. They did not look impressive in their opening week. So I'm on UAB minus the 5.5 versus Liberty. It's 6 o'clock tomorrow. I got another
Okay.
6 if nobody else does.
I have one more.
Go ahead, Mitt.
I have a 6 o'clock. I did this all last year. Fading Kansas football.
Okay.
It's Kansas is going into West Virginia. West Virginia minus 13.5 is what I got it at. A 2-touchdown game against Kansas of all fucking teams. They are horrible at football. I think they covered 2 games against the spread last year, and they were like the last 2 games. And West Virginia
they beat Texas.
Yeah, and West Virginia looked awesome. I like JT Daniels. It's fucking Kansas, dude.
I thought
Let's
JT
go.
Daniels looked good.
he did.
Pal?
No, I'm out on that one.
Okay. No,
I-
on Sixers.
I got. I'm keep trying. It's taking me a minute to transfer the time. I got a 7:30.
Hold on. All right.
Your time zone quizzing Gumpy.
Yeah.
Here, I'll fix this. So 3 p.m. Pacific. Do you have any 6 Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific?
I'm actually gonna fade your UAV pick with Liberty
Fuck off.
Liberty.
You're a piece of shit.
I do love a home,
No,
a
I
home
respect
plus
it.
7, and I went to go
5.5.
watch the Caden Salter, who is replacing Chuck Brewer.
Sure.
I went to go look at his highlights, and I pulled it up, and the thumbnail is just most dynamic QB in the class
So
of
you're-
2021. So I'm in. Yeah.
Okay, I respect that. I actually like that information. I have one last 6 Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. ECU and Old Dominion under 51.
Ooh, I thought you'd be on Dominion for sure.
No, I mean I liked how ECU kind of looked last week against fucking NC State, who I really like.
Yeah, they did hang around. What, they lose by 1?
Yeah, and well, NC State had it within the 5 twice, just same as Utah, and didn't score. So it could have been a different way, but they hung in there. They played well. I got a 7:30, which is 4:30 Pacific. I bought the point down with USC. I mean, all the sharps in the world on this one
I don't understand this,
are on
what's
fucking
happened.
are on Stanford. So maybe I'm a mark here. USC I bought to minus 6.5 versus Stanford.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I'll
also
join.
on
I'll
you.
join. Go ahead, Mitt.
Fuck.
No, you're both on it. That's all. That's all it needed to be said.
Well, I mean, this is what I don't understand. Like, Stanford's covered 8 of 30,
Yeah.
Yep.
2 of 10 in September.
Yeah.
Haven't covered in 6 conference games,
I
and
know.
haven't covered in 5 home games. And then they're going to cover against this USC team.
No way.
Andrew Luck's coming down the tunnel, dude, for his 5th year.
Tell you what.
Fucking sounds like it.
Fucking
Christ.
put your hazmat suit on if you're on the Cardinal, but good for you if you are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
Here
USC
it comes.
here.
Here it comes. I guarantee it.
I could see a world where I would do it because Stanford at their home games, it's kind of like Northwestern where like they'll start a game
you're
with their
right.
pro style and it's like the game's in a bottle and they're playing in a phone
And
booth.
there's like 6,000 people there.
And then USC will score a 75-yard touchdown, and then all of a sudden the floodgates open,
Sure.
and Stanford can't score,
Yeah.
and they just hand the ball off and kick punts. So I'm out, but I could see it.
Okay.
Uh,
Any
Oh,
other?
shit.
The only thing I have left is a 10:15. So if anybody has anything before then, 10:15, which is 7:15 Pacific, pal.
Virginia Tech for the Sandman money line at home over Boston College.
Okay. Mitt, you had a. I heard you. Say
Yeah, I
something.
have a couple actually that I guess I missed this 4 o'clock game. Northern Colorado is going into Wyoming. Northern Colorado is coached by Christian McCaffrey's dad,
Okay,
and
sweet.
Dylan McCaffrey is the starting quarterback. They are plus 22.5 going into Wyoming.
I like that play. Taking the McCaffreys.
Yeah, they have a couple like ex 5-star, 4-star transfers from just people that didn't work out in certain places. Like the Northern Colorado team is a pretty hilarious team. So plus 22.5, I'm taking that for fun. We have Utah State minus 6.5. Weber State is going into Utah State. Utah State does not stink. They played a UConn team that is a lot better than what we thought they would be, and then they played fucking Alabama. Weber State is Weber State. So they're going into Logan, Utah, and they're going to get their
Okay.
ass kicked, minus 6.5 there. And then I have one more. Oh, Indiana. Idaho is going into Indiana. Indiana is minus 23.5. I don't think Idaho football is going to do
Okay.
a single thing here. I'm betting IU minus 23.5. I hate Indiana football teams,
Sure.
but this is a hilarious line. I think Idaho stinks.
Okay.
Oh, I got one more.
Yeah.
I'm laying 11.5 with Oklahoma State.
I don't hate it. I just didn't know enough about Arizona State.
Yeah. They've covered 16 of 21 non-conference games, and they covered 6 of 8 against the Pac-12.
Okay.
Oh, geez, I have one more FBS play. Jackson State, the team coached by Deion Sanders.
His son.
Deion Sanders is the star stud quarterback.
Yeah,
the
he's
number
good.
one recruit in the nation, Travis Hunter, went there. They're minus 8.5 going to Tennessee State.
Okay.
I don't know what Tennessee State is. Jacksonville State lit up their last opponent, so I'm taking them minus 8.5.
Cool. Bruce.
Yeah, Gump, I'm trailing you with the Enter Sandman on Virginia Tech there. I'm also,
Yeah.
I'm also going to lay the 51.5 with the Michigan Wolverines with the white.
Hey, you know,
Rutgers a 50.5 point favorite this week. What the fuck is going on?
you know it's going to be Hawaii. If Hawaii scores, is Hawaii going to score? Is that spread?
Yeah, I don't think that the Hawaii will score. If they do, I think it'll be 7. And I think that Michigan should be able to
You would think.
run the ball so well.
Fucking Vandy got 60. So
Yeah, I went to look for a first half line, but they don't have it. So
you know what I
here we
think
are.
helps with you here too is the fact that Michigan has 2 quarterbacks, so J.J. McCarthy's going to start, and then McNamara will come in too, so that
They both want to play.
they'll
Yep.
play some.
Is nobody drinking up any Florida Kool-Aid?
No.
That game scares the shit out of
Me
me.
Yeah.
too, but I think I might drink some Kool-Aid just because
If it was 2.5 and I could just take it at money line, I would. But that line just seems too high.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not that
definitely-
I love Kentucky either.
No.
I'm gonna definitely be watching that game, and if Kentucky goes up, like, because Will Levis is good too. If Kentucky goes up like early, I'm gonna definitely live bet Florida.
Like we would have been
Yeah.
better off if Utah won that game.
Yes, we would have for sure.
Then we would have had a nice number on Florida.
I'm a
'cause
little-
They would have
I'm-
still
I'm a
played
little-
as well.
I'm down on Kentucky, but I want to see Florida do it again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna take
Good.
Florida. I'm a big underdog guy. All the kind of team A, team B gambling stuff. But when a fire starts to burn, it starts to spread, and it feels like Billy Napier's got a program starting up down there.
It could fucking
Billy, I love Billy.
spread fast. All right, I got a 10-15. I love BYU, but they're banged up wide out. I'm going to take the plus 3.5 with Baylor.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tone. Baylor's covered 4 straight in September, covered 4 straight non-conference, covered 5 of 6 overall. I love Baylor getting points here.
You taking that other late night game, or you?
Oregon State,
Yeah.
plus 1.5. I have to, but Beavers aren't great on the road.
Not great on the road.
No, they haven't covered in 4.
And Fresno's a good football team. I'm staying away.
Yeah, they've covered 5 of 7 non-conference though, in 4 straight in September. I liked what I think they played really, really well. Like they were better than I thought they were last week. So yeah, I'm taking Oregon State here.
Yeah, I'm going with Fresno State. I got a weird.
Fucking fade the Beavers again. You motherfucker.
Well, no,
Hey, at your own risk.
Dude, like we're
The
both
only team I love besides Rutgers.
we're both up till one watching these games. You have your favorite team, the Beavers.
Nice.
I just happen to be partial to Boise State and Fresno State based on my experiences. I love Fresno State. They've come through
This
for me.
is the
so
reckoning, though, because last weekend you woke up on Sunday and there was nothing. Like now, going to bed at fucking 1 a.m.,
Yeah.
fucking 10 a.m. kickoff here.
That's
Christ.
a very underrated football game.
There have been a few times in my life where I maybe wouldn't have been able to bet on the NFL Sunday if it weren't for Fresno State.
I hear. Hey, trust me, I hear you there, pal.
I want to take Baylor, but I just hate fading the 30-year-olds at home.
I hear you.
It's brutal.
That's good. That's good score. They're both
Tough
good.
barn.
Those 2 night games are going to be good. Any other picks out there before we just run through 'em? All right. UTSA money line, Georgia State plus a 7.5. K-State bought down to 6.5. Western Michigan 6.5. Memphis 5.5. App State, Texas A&M under 55.5. Colorado State, Middle Tennessee under 56.5. USC bought down to 6.5. Iowa State, Iowa under 42. UAB minus 5.5. ECU, Old Dominion under 51.5. Baylor plus 3.5.
Louisville plus 6.5. Bama minus 20.5. UTSA money line. Chippewas minus 4.5. Colorado plus 17.5. Houston plus 3.5. Iowa money line. Illinois minus 4.5. USC bought to minus 6.5. Oklahoma State minus 11.5. Virginia Tech money line. Baylor plus 3.5. Oregon State plus 1.5.
Bruce.
So tonight I have UCF laying 6.5 and Boise State laying 16.5. Tomorrow, Ohio State laying 44.5. Alabama laying the 19.5. Georgia State plus 7.5. Pittsburgh plus 7.5. App State plus 19.5. The Chippewas laying 4.5. Iowa State plus 3.5. Liberty Bibberty plus the 5.5. Virginia Tech money line. Michigan minus 51.5.
Love that one.
Florida laying the 6. Skipping Baylor. Fresno State money line.
Oh.
Jeez.
Mick, go ahead.
This is a lot. Okay. The noon tonight. Sorry.
Just run through it, pal.
Tonight. Sorry. We got Louisville plus 6 tonight. Then we got UTSA Meep on the money line.
Meep.
Central Michigan minus 4.5. Alabama minus 2.5. Or 20.5. Jesus.
What a spread.
What a spread.
And then we got,
What a deal.
And then we got Northern Colorado plus 22.5. Utah State minus 6.5. Indiana minus 23.5. West Virginia minus 13.5. Jackson State minus 8.5. And Iowa minus 4. Let's see, am I missing any? USC minus 8.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce, there's a happy hour boost. UCF to win and fucking
Francis
Tiafo to win as well. Do you think Tiafo's going to win?
Yeah, and super big bias against old Carlito, who took out Janik Sinner in an epic 5-setter that went to like 2:30 in the morning out in Flushing. Dirty Mike was boots on the ground, basically the only one there. I felt like I was watching the fucking Australian Open. But yeah, Tiafo is the last American hope.
Plus 330 is not bad on that one.
Yeah, I actually really like it a lot.
No EPL this weekend, but the other leagues are going.
God save the king.
God save the
R.I.P.
king.
the Queen.
R.I.P. to the Queen. God save the king. Pow.
Saturday, Bundesliga. I got Leverkusen money line at a good price against Hertha Berlin. I just don't think Leverkusen's as bad as they've been.
Okay.
Dortmund draw no bet at Leipzig. Dortmund's better team here. La Liga, Sevilla draw no bet at Espanyol.
Mm-hmm.
Valencia double chance at Rayo Vallecano, which I love. I love Valencia this year. They've looked good. I hate going against Celta Vigo, but a decent number on Atletico Madrid money line.
Okay.
MLS, we're back on LAFC. Draw no bet at Dallas.
Okay.
And Toronto, double chance at Atlanta.
All right.
Maybe sprinkle Toronto money line at plus 300. To Sunday in Ligue 1, I like Nice, draw no bet at Ajaccio. Reims, double chance at Toulouse.
1/2 hour, 2 half hour.
Montpellier, draw no bet at Angers.
Yeah.
La Liga, I got Real Betis, draw no bet at home against Villarreal. Sociedad off beating Man U, draw no bet at Getafe. Bilbao, money line at Elche. Bundesliga, Freiburg at home, drawn or at Gladbach. Draw no bet. Gladbach struggling. Freiburg
They're
look
struggling.
good. Back on Union Berlin, draw no bet at Cologne. And then Serie A, I got Udinese,
Udinese.
who have looked very good this year. Draw no bet at Sassuolo. And Fiorentina, draw no bet at Bologna.
Okay. Anything else, boys?
I got ball for tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, I almost forgot about baseball.
I got Mets first 5 money line with Peterson going.
Okay.
Yankees first 5 money line with Montas. Blue Jays first 5 money line at a decent price. I'm taking Guardians first 5 plus a half with Quantrill on the mound.
Okay.
Laying a half with Astros first 5. McCullers on the bump.
Sure.
Getting a half with the D-backs. Zach Davies against Marquez. I like Davies there.
Okay.
And then I'm getting a half with the Mariners at home against the Braves with Robbie Ray throwing against Chucky Ballgame.
Chucky Ballgame. All right. That was a lot.
Good show.
Picks Friday's back, baby. All the way back.
Picks Friday.
Picks Friday. Fuck.
Will be your Friday.
We did a lot this week. I hope it works out for everybody. I hope all the knowledge we gave you leads to some good picks, and I hope the odds are always in your favor, and I hope the odds being in your favor makes you win a bunch of money this weekend. And I hope you're happy. Okay? I hope all we care is that you're happy. All we want is happy fucking people. We'll be back Monday to recap it all. Good luck.
God bless.
Hammer Dahn.